Inflation rises to 4.5% in February, the highest in over 3 years. The Philippine Statistics Authority on Tuesday says higher prices of food, drinks, and tobacco were the biggest factors behind the jump. Inflation, or the movement of prices of basic goods and services in February, was faster than the 4% recorded last January. The increase in prices of basic goods and services is faster than the government initially projected it to be. It is also beyond the government's target of between 2% and 4%, but it is within the central bank's projection of between 4% and 4.8% for February this year. It was in August 2014 when the inflation rate in the Philippines hit 4.9%. University of the Philippines Diliman School of Statistics Dean Dennis Mapa earlier said the poorest households will be hit hardest by the higher inflation rate in the next 2 months. Mapa blamed the rise in inflation to direct and indirect impacts of the newly implemented tax reform law. Commuters can now expect an easier time booking Grab and Uber after the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board opened franchise applications for ride-hailing companies Monday. Around 66,750 operators are expected to apply for the provisional authority as a step to eventually getting their franchise. Grab and Uber says more drivers can now go on the road without having to worry about getting apprehended as colorum. In 2016, LTFRB suspended accepting new applications for ride-hailing vehicles due to the rising volume of applications and concern of oversupply of units. Last month, the LTFRB set the cap at 66,750 units, but said it would review the figure if the demand for ride-hailing vehicles is not met. Acting Chief Justice Antonio Carpio on Monday says Filipinos should stop calling its waters the disputed West Philippine Sea because the Permanent Court of Arbitration has already ruled with finality to affirm the Philippines' rights. Carpio says it is no longer a question of ownership but of China's compliance. He says, quote, "The tribunal has already ruled with finality. There's no appeal. We are the owners of the resources there. There is no legal dispute as to the ownership of the oil, fish, and gas. It belongs exclusively to the Philippines." But presidential spokesperson Harry Roque and Foreign Secretary Alan Cayetano continue to call parts of the West Philippine Sea as disputed. The West Philippine Sea is the part of the South China Sea that belongs to the Philippines, as affirmed by a Hague Tribunal ruling in July 2016. The tribunal junked China's claim over these Philippine waters. Roque earlier said there is a dispute surrounding Service Contract 72, an oil exploration area in Recto Bank or Reed Bank that is found in the West Philippine Sea. He said the Philippines and China must first come to an agreement on the dispute before joint exploration can push through at Recto Bank. Carpio disputes Roque's claim that the SCS affirmed joint exploration within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone.